Hi, my name is Lawana Atkins, and my thematic unit is on baseball. And I chose baseball because baseball is one of my family's favorite pastimes. My husband coached baseball, my son played baseball, and we used to all go out to the baseball games that he played. My husband had the opportunity of coaching my son in his perfect game. And so my son, who says he's the perfect son, pitched a perfect game, and that's one of our things we talk about a lot of times. It was a great memory. So I hope baseball will have all the students engaged. My thematic unit on baseball is going to be on math, language arts, physical education, art, the fine arts, and also theater arts. So in math, baseball managers use baseball for a lot of different things, and students always ask that real-time question: how can we use math in the real world? Well, baseball managers use math every day to figure out who they need to start in the lineup, what their earned run averages are for their pitchers, and things like that. So Major League Baseball has 30 stadiums. So the project that we're going to do for math involves those 30 Major League Baseball stadiums. Students are going to partner up, and they're going to choose 3 parks to travel to. They're going to get online and get data on airfill, hotel, cost of tickets, food, incidentals, and ground transportation. They're going to use a bunch of different websites. Then they're going to create an Excel document that they're going to list all that data, and then they're going to graph those 3 parks that they're going to visit, go to those cities, and then determine which one is the least expensive. One of the things I think to promote this math project, I'm going to ask all the students to wear their favorite team jersey that day that we start the project, and we're going to talk about the different ballparks and the different cities that have major league teams. When they create that graph, they're going to embed it, and they're going to print out their Excel document along with their graph. They're also going to write some expository information in their journals that they can decide why the different cities cost different amounts. They're going to kind of take a look at the cost of living in the different cities. They're going to come back and they're going to present that information, and we're going to place pins on the map to see where the different students have traveled. In language arts, one of my all-time favorite poems is Casey at the Bat. It was written a long time ago, in 1888, by Ernest Thayer, and it's a wonderful, wonderful poem. It's this book, Casey at the Bat, is a new picture book that is done with lots of illustrations that students will really like. It will be appropriate for middle school students. But students, we're going to read it as a class. Then we're going to discuss how the people of Mudville felt, how they feel, how the author made them feel about Casey. Then we're going to ask them to create, the students to create an alternate ending to the poem. It kind of ends on a downer when Casey strikes out. So we're going to see if they want to create a different ending, or they can still use an ending that's somewhat like the original poem, but maybe what would happen if Casey didn't strike out. So they're going to plan, they're going to use some thinking maps, they're going to write a rough draft, they're going to do some pure editing, and then also have an adult edit it. They're going to revise it, and then do their final copy. But they're going to write in their journals about how they feel. In physical education, I found a great book that is How Baseball Began by Paul Kramer, and it's written in rhyme, and it discusses the rules and the history of baseball. So this is a great way to introduce the rules of baseball. Once the teacher has gone over that with them in class, they're going to divide into teams by using, drawing out popsicle sticks or some type of idea like that to divide them into 2 teams. Then we're going to go over a game with true-false questions and kind of a round robin to see who gets the most true-false questions correct about the rules. And then whoever wins that round robin will be the home team for the winning team. In that respect, will be the home team when we play the real game of baseball. And the teacher will look to see if they have a 100% population, 100% participation, and to see if they're following the rules that they've learned from the book, How Baseball Began. It's a great way to get kids involved in poetry with it being written in rhyme. So I think it's a fun way to learn the rules of baseball. A lot of students may already know the rules of baseball. They probably have played somewhere with their family or somewhere else in PE. So for art, we're going to look at some Major League Baseball trading cards, and then the students are going to create a trading card just for them. It might be that they're good in math, so their trading card might have a math theme, or that they're good in band, so it might have a band theme. They're going to pick whatever they're really good at, and then they're going to take their picture and then create some statistics about something that's important to them. And then they're going to print out their final copy. These are just a couple books that I found on trading cards. Honest Wagner was an old Pittsburgh Pirate, and his card is one of the most expensive cards on the market. And then Roberto Clemente was also a Pittsburgh Pirate who died. He was a great humanitarian, and there's lots of books about Roberto, but this one's about Roberto and me and baseball trading cards. So I think kids will have a good time doing this. It's also good for them to use technology, and we'll take some pictures, have them upload pictures, and then also create in a trading card program how to fill out their information and then print it out. So. Sorry. And then there's so much more. There's a whole range of biographies. Can you pause? Honey, there's nothing left in